Hershey's has been making and selling chocolate for more than a century, but the company's just getting started in places like China. Seth Doane shows us how this classic American brand is changing to appeal to customers on the other side of the world.
As China's middle class grows, so does its sweet tooth. Its craving for chocolate, nearly $2 billion worth a year, is too sweet for Hershey's to ignore.
This is the biggest lab making chocolate.
Far from its Pennsylvania roots, Hershey's just built its first research and development center in Asia, on the outskirts of Shanghai. Yuan Qingbin, who heads this innovation center, explained the mission.
To develop a product that is tailored to the taste of local consumers.
So you can try new things here and then immediately let Chinese taste them?
Exactly.
Hershey's research shows the Chinese prefer salty flavors, nuts, and chocolate that's not as sweet as that sold in America.
Is there a product like this in the United States, or is this totally unique to China?
And this is just totally unique in China because we keep gathering the insight or knowledge of local consumers' taste and preference.
Fine-tuning here even includes testing the amount of chocolate needed to coat this wafer.
These are the three different products.
Yuan showed us the Lancaster candy that Hershey's launched this June in 3 Chinese cities. It's a bite-sized, milk-based caramel.
You're making a milky candy in a place where there are all sorts of milk scandals. Aren't people worried about milk?
They do, but we don't use local milk.
Under the cow here, that's what this says. 100% imported milk.
Lancaster was developed in the U.S. before the Shanghai Center existed. Steve Schiller runs Global Sweets and Refreshments in Pennsylvania.
We started Lancaster with a more Western mentality around caramels, and that's quickly evolved to really a milk candy that is reminiscent of what the Chinese consumer likes and is excited about.
We launched Kisses first in China in 2008.
Jane Xu is the general manager of Hershey's China. She's tasked with growing a business where Mars's, M&M, and Dove already have nearly 50% of the market, versus Hershey's 7%.
Is it hard to come into a country like this and have to play catch up when other companies like Mars have already come in, have penetrated here?
Well, I think it's challenging, but also very exciting because we still think the chocolate and the candy has a great space for us to play.
Xu believes China will ultimately become Hershey's biggest market. Perhaps innovator and founder Milton Hershey had an inkling that this country would be important. He first shipped caramels to China in the late 1800s. For CBS This Morning, Seth Doane, Shanghai.
Who doesn't love a Hershey's Kiss, right?
Me.
No, you
I
don't? Oh, you do love a
them,
Hershey's
yes.
Kiss.
Really? See, we learn new things about him every day, Nora. But you meant to say you do love them.
Sweet tooth?
Yeah, you meant to say you do love Hershey's.
do,
I love
yeah,
those
I do.
Hershey's Kisses.
Yes.